In this video, I'm going to show you how to make an XXL scarf with a graphic and minimalistic color blocking design that you can use in many different ways. Enjoy! Here you can see the fabrics that I wanted to use for the scarf. Even though it looks like it is a lot of fabric, it's actually not. It's more fabric scraps since none of these fabrics would be enough to make a t-shirt, for example. So I thought it would be a good idea to mix them all together in one project to make some space in my fabric shelf. Most of the fabrics are jerseys, so it will be a cozy but light scarf to use all around the year. I did not really decide for a certain size in the beginning, so I just started by cutting the fabrics in squares as big as possible. For this project, a cutting mat and a rotary cutter are extremely helpful. So after cutting my first two fabrics, I decided for 3 different heights that would match together in the end. I had larger blocks of 60 cm height as wide as possible and 48 cm of height as wide as possible, and then matching these smaller pieces of 12 cm. Here you can see how these numbers will work together later in the scarf. You can divide the 60 cm anywhere, of course, and play around with different sized squares as well. Now that the pieces are cut, we can start to stitch them together. Since I had 2 middle-sized squares with 48 cm, I also created 2 longer pieces out of the smaller pieces. I put the smaller pieces together, right sides facing of course, and stitched them together on the short sides. I am using my normal sewing machine and a straight stitch, but you could also use your serger to do it. Don't forget to backstitch in the beginning and ending of the seam, as well as pressing all seams open after sewing to have a good and neat product in the end. Once that is done, we are bringing all smaller and middle-sized pieces together, so they will also have 60 cm height. Now the fun part begins. You can play around with the order of colors and fabrics. Once you decide on a design, you can stitch the fabrics together piece by piece. My end result was a 4-meter long piece of fabric that couldn't fit on the table. It's time to fold the scarf in the middle, right sides facing each other, and do a stitch all around the 3 open sides. But don't forget to leave a big opening to turn the scarf around. My opening was about 20 cm long. Before turning the scarf, you can trim the 4 edges so they will look nice from the outside. Then turn it around, give it a good press, and close the opening turn by hand. And that's it! This scarf is so big, it's 60 cm wide and 2 meters long. You can use it as a cozy cape, a long scarf that you can wrap around your neck twice, or you can even use it as a hoodie scarf. Do you have some larger fabric scraps laying around forever? Well, now you have one idea to use them. I hope you liked this video and the idea. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram for more sewing and DIY inspiration. See you in my next video. Bye!